I
Hey,
think it
sure,
was
no, nothing. See,
average.
no, generally I'm asking how was overall the interview. I'm not asking about your personal interview, overall the interview. Did you guys
It
observe the
was
questions?
very,
Yeah.
very, it was very groundbreaking, I guess.
Okay, all right.
I would say that the questions are pretty good and relevant, and I mean holistically, I think the environment which we are, like everyone's watching us, and even in the real interview, people will be there.
Yeah.
So I guess that social pressure is there in this interview. So
Exactly.
thanks for that.
I think that's a one major reason why I and Bhavya decided that this time entire mock interview will take it with the group. There's no point of taking personal interview because you can't expect in your the interview is going to happen only just between you and the other person over there. There are going to people come up and down. There'll be actually a lot of distraction would be there. So there's going to be a lot of distraction during that point of time. That's the reason why we bought this pressure environment for you guys. But apart from that, others like I'm not asking about your personal interviews. I'm asking about generally. Like as Alabhya said, what was your observation about all the questions we asked?
The questions were very profession oriented, the course we were choosing.
Okay, all right. Alabia?
I would say like just my opinion, but I guess the interview was like little bit harder than the real one. Which my personal opinion, that's it. And it was, I mean, good amount of questions were asked. There were no, अच्छे खासे थे. So that's it.
Okay, good. So, yeah. Yeah, Abhi.
For me, it was especially relieving for me because I saw all these courses that were available on the market when it comes to Christ University interview and all. It was intimidating for me. But once I have done the mock interview with you, it has helped me a lot to understand it's not that hard. I can do it.
Good, good. Very good. So now I'll tell you what was the major intent of us keeping this entire mock interview a little complex. If you observe, there was no repetitive question which I and Bhavya asked. No. Hardly it was one or two which was repetitive. For example, self-introduction. That is by default we have to ask. Some people we didn't ask. Why? Because it was not needed for us to know about it. Because we already had your profile with us. One thing. Why I and Bhavya said the entire interview questions to be a little more harder or tough was because to test you and like your real interview either it is going to be easy or tough, you do not know how it's going to be, right? It's not under your hand of control. So the mere fact you be prepared from all the angle, that was a major intent over there. All if you keep a paper and pen and write down all the feedbacks you're going to give one by one. So Bhavya will do one thing, like personally we'll call out them and general feedback jo bhi is there we will answer it together, but personally we'll go one by one and we'll tell the scores. You guys want us to tell the scores or only the feedback?
Scores and feedback itself.
Course, both.
Others?
Both, I would say.
Okay. Bhavya, are you okay with this? Done. All right. So if my colleague is okay, done. All right. As a team, we are okay with it. So now we will be starting one by one as a feedback. Sanjana, all of you turn the camera. Keep a paper and pen next to you. Write down all the things we're going to tell one by one and improve on it. I'm telling you one more thing. If I'm giving feedback to one person, if Bhavya is giving feedback to one person, we both are giving feedback collectively to everyone. It's a learning for you, all of you guys. That's why we have collectively said this entire feedback things to everyone. Clear? So now starting with Abhishek. So I'll give my perspective, then I'll hand it over to Bhavya then. All right. So now, or else Bhavya, I finish everything in my feedback and then give it to you, or like how do you want it to happen? Anything is fine.
Anything is fine.
Okay. All right.
You can proceed first. I'll just give the scores and then basic what I have to say about
Ha,
them. You
got
can
it.
just give the general feedback.
Done. Done. Okay. All right. Okay. So starting with Abhishek. Abhi, I liked your interview. It was good, dear, because I think this was your first interview, da. Yeah, this is your first interview. Good. Anyway, you gave a good shot. I'm really happy for that. The first interview you gave, your attempt itself, it really means a lot because it's very hard. I remember my first interview was like the worst. At least I was not able to speak. And at least you gave an attempt of giving the try. I'm really happy for it. Good shot. I'm really happy. Um, Maybe a little bit. I'll tell you the other part of it, but I just want to tell Abhishek from your side would be about from the first time perspective. It is good. first time anyone is performing an interview on that particular level, when I was grading you, it was good thing. And I'm happy with जो भी knowledge you had, it was good. You tried at least attempting for the questions. That was something which I and Bhavya observed. Good thing. I'm really happy with it. But here are a few couple of things which I really want you to work upon. Dear one is about work on a self-introduction. Okay, rework on a pura self-introduction and then come back. Without fail, you have to work on a self-introduction. So I and Bhavya, you can, once you finish it, you can actually send it out in the group. Done. I and Bhavya will anyway look into it and will give you this one. Work on your self-introduction. Write it down somewhere. Second thing, novel ka names you need to be properly prepared with. Okay, novels names. If you tell that you are um, telling a particular novel thing, then I think Bhavya will elaborate more onto it, how you need to tackle the novel part. But I felt like novel ka name, you should be knowing it. Third thing, you must know the facts-based question. Generally, the colleges like Christ, they ask a lot of facts-based question. See, if you go to Symbiosis, they ask a lot of opinion-based question. So every university have their own flair of asking questions. Guys, all of you others, don't sleep. It's for you also the feedback I'm giving. Huh. So they ask a lot of facts-based questions. So just keep that in the mind also, Abhishek. So learn a lot of facts. Who's the RBI governor? Who's that minister? Who's this minister? Who's the president? Who is those kind of facts-based questions? You should be aware about it. Now, third thing, small personal thing is about be careful with the haircut. For a real interview, the panel will be like little strict enough. So just like, it doesn't mean that you should have like my haircut. I'm so sorry. This is an exceptional case. So at least yeah, you can grow a little more. But yeah, so that haircut is one thing. And next would be about, dear, I want you to read little more about your subjects जो भी have learned in your 11th and 12th. Basics should be properly grinded across once again. All of you remember, it's a collective feedback. Go brush up on your 11th and 12th ka basics properly. That's very much important. Okay, 11th and 12th basics properly. I want you to revise into it. Now the next thing is about eye contact. I think, dear, you need to work on your eye contact. Your eye contact is moving right, left corner and all. So just work on that. And about micro presentation, I'll give the feedback for everyone together. I'll give the micro presentation. Okay, over to you, Bhavya.
Yeah, so Abhishek, I actually like your confidence and the fact that you mentioned the novel part. Okay, so you were able to answer the question which I asked you about Seneca and his philosophy of life. So be a little more prepared about the novels when you mention themes like fantasies and philosophical, because those are the major themes of reading a novel. And how you reading a novel, you actually develop an analytical and critical mind. So I asked you a question about how will you handle a critical situation in your life. Okay, so the answer was not what I was expecting. You basically read on this, that how do you handle a situation critically from your mind. That comes from reading books. So be prepared with the themes that you are telling to the interviewers about the novels you read. For example, be prepared on what is philosophical theme, what are fantasy novels, writers from philosophical novels and writers from fantasy novels. And if they ask you what kind of novels do you read, name them. Be prepared with two of the novels which you are really sure and confident about, so that you can tell them. Because usually they sometimes ask the application of the novel, that how can you apply the application part from the knowledge from the novel in your career or in your profession. Okay, so be very prepared with the diverse questions that can arise from the novel part. And your introduction was slow, so as Sir mentioned, please be thorough with the introduction and with GK as well, the data part. And then for micro presentation, you started very directly. So structure it properly. Start with thank you so much for letting me share my opinion on this particular topic. And then you can proceed with a structured way with introduction, body, and then concluding in a given time. Okay, that's it. Yeah.
Abhishek, also, just I gave you an extra mark, extra 2 points. Like out of 10, you scored 5, and I gave you extra marks was because of the reason that at last you gave your personal story. Bhavya, can you mute? Yes, yeah. So at last you gave your personal story about the 10th fail, this one. That was not 10th fail, you just took a break in 10th. That was so good. Actually, that was really impressive. So you can connect an interview very well with the help of stories. There you scored very well marks. So out of 10, you got 5 from my side. Bhavya, from your side?
Yeah, exactly. For that's what I liked really. And your score is 6 from my side on 10.
Alright, so that's your score. Now, Akil and Mithilesh, I'll be giving your feedbacks together. Why? Because tomorrow is your interview. So I want to tell that for tomorrow's interview, you both are superly prepared. Good. Excellent job. Both of you have been prepared for tomorrow's interview. So much knowledge you guys have. Why I'm pairing both of you, it's not just because tomorrow is your interview, but I'll start with Akhil. Akhil, good knowledge. I was really, like, first when you spoke, I thought it was because of the glitch I didn't understand what you were telling. But then gradually, I was really impressed with your knowledge about Kerala, what you said about, I really liked about you have a very good, in terms of you're a very well read person. One, I've written that you have very good, excellent confidence, and you have very good personality vibes. Good. Akhil, you had a good personality vibes, and along with the Joby concept in micro presentation you gave, that was the best. Really appreciating you for that, and even for the fact, even Mithilesh also I want to acknowledge for the fact for tomorrow's interview both are perfect. Even for the fact Mithilesh as well as Akhil, when they presented the micro presentation, if you observe, there are a lot of facts in their answers, right? They get their own personal opinions. That was really good. And Akhil, you tried to pinpoint on all the recent scenarios, your observance, everything you gave it. That means you're a very good observer. I really want to appreciate you for it. Good job. Really super prepared. The thing is about just calm yourself. That's only one thing I want to tell it to you. And nothing much to worry on. And you got out of 10 7. You got good marks. You as well as Mithilesh got 7 compared to all the others for today. Great job. And I'll come to Mithilesh once again. Mithilesh, from your side, I really liked your confidence. You're very well relaxed, good fluency of language, and along with that, you use the word called as I believe in most of the that was very connective, very good, very impressive. You were telling about, sir, this is what I believe about it. This is what I believe. That was really impressive. That shows that how much you have been depth reading and what is your analysis about the market. I tried fitting you out in different areas. I asked about the market analysis. I asked about that analysis, but still you gave a personal observation. That was really great. And I could observe that great in Akhil as well as Mithilesh. And I think this is an inspiration which all of you guys should also be taking from them. Why? Because why did I put you all in this room is not to tell that this person is great or not. These people are applying for masters. Okay, so I think they are being your seniors, they have done a good job. Okay, because they have a little more experience. Maybe that is one reason why they were being performing outstandingly well. And Mithilesh, one thing, eye contact. So much you're looking up. So bring down, look at the eye contact. In the real interview, that won't be a good sign. Okay? So make sure that.
Sorry, sir. My laptop is like
No, your head
tilted
was moving
towards.
up. Your head only was moving up. This is not the eye, actually.
Okay, okay. Sure, sure.
Okay,
Sorry.
just work on that. And Mithilesh, I think you're prepared for tomorrow. Both of you, Akhil and Mithilesh. I'm pairing both of you. Why? Because you both got the same score. That's the reason. Eye contact was there. Eye contact here and there. Even Akhil also missed it. I think because of Akhil was holding the phone. Akhil, were you holding phone in your hand?
Yes, sir. I'm holding my phone.
Maybe because of that itself, I think your eye were, I felt this one. But both of you scored 7 out of 7, 7, 10. You both can, I think, both are coming to Central Campus tomorrow?
No, sir. I'm applying for BGR.
Oh, BGR. You?
Yeah.
Akhil is from Central. What is
Central
it?
campus. Central campus.
Central. Okay, fine. But both of you, I am happy with your this one. But I think what you both can do is about just run through your basics if you want. Just do some kind of revision, couple of revision about. Try to read across what is happening in the recent 1 week, what not is happening. Learn about the budget properly. Akhil and Mithilesh. Learn about the budget properly and see how it is connected to your industry. This is the same message to all of you guys also. Learn about the budget and link it to your respective industry. Over to you, Bhavya. From my angle, both got 7, 7 out of 10. Yeah.
Yeah, so I really like both of your performance, Akhil and Mithilesh. Akhil, I really appreciate your knowledge that you were able to tackle all the questions and you had a very good choice of words and knowledge that you were putting in every question you were asked. And Mithilesh, even I liked your confidence that you tackled all the questions with very enthusiasm and you were answering in a really well manner. So sir has covered almost all the things. So yeah, from my side also, you both have scored 7 on 10.
Good job. So now.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I would like to ask you a question.
Yeah, just I'll give all the feedback and we'll take all the Q&As together.
Yeah, sure, sir. Not an issue. Thank you.
Yeah, perfect. Alabhya, positive side, I write your good knowledge. Knowledge wise, you had good. Bhavya was actually frying you from all the angles of questions, but good. So you did a good job. Good knowledge you had. Confidence wise, also you had confidence. Good. So I thought initially when you heard the mock interview, you were a little hesitant, but over the process of the interview, you did a good job. You gradually grasped the entire flow of the interview. I'm happy with it. But yeah, one thing I really wanted to work on your body language. One, eye contact, that was an issue. And body language, I felt like you're moving a lot, whereas for other both I found that heads were moving up, but for you your entire body was moving a lot up, right, down, like straight and sun. So control with your body language, that's important. Maintain that personality, one thing. Also, I'm just giving this advice to Alabhya plus to all of you guys. Whenever you're speaking, it's good that you keep your hand like this. It's a good posture. All right, so try doing that. That is actually a good posture, but don't do it regularly, but at least take an interval and then you can do it. Move your hands here and there if it's possible. Great. And also one more thing, Alabia, listen to the questions very carefully. Okay, when I asked you about the minister question also, I wanted to listen to the questions carefully and answer it accordingly, right? So don't go in a hurry or panic, you take a break. अगर आपको नहीं समझा कोई बात नहीं, break ले लो, then you start. Don't rush through it. That's only one thing. So don't complicate the process. You just need to get a little more patience and do it. I think, Alabia, for you personally, I will tell her, do regular practice of the interviews. Then only you'll be getting the hangover of the things. You are getting the fluency of it, but gradually, somewhere I feel like you're getting a little bit drained over the point of time, or you're like your saturation point is like reaching to the peak. So maybe that is something which you can work upon. Right. And one more thing, as a suggestion, also I've written it down. Read a lot. Try to read a lot. That'll be really helping you. You actually got again 7 out of 10 is what I gave. Yeah, Bhavya.
Yeah, so Alabhya, I actually liked your confidence, the way you were tackling all the questions, and your data factual part was also good. When I asked you about the difference between BSc and BA, and why did you opt for BSc instead of BA, I realized that you critiqued BA. Okay, so you have to be neutral about both the courses. You critique BA negatively, so you don't have to do that. You just have to share your opinion. One negative statement you can put, but you also have to balance that with the positivity of BA course. Okay, you're trying for BSc, and BA is also equally good. But this is the reason why you're choosing BSc over BA. There is no negativity, no critique. It's just that about your preference that you are choosing BSc. Okay. Apart from that, the EQ question that I asked you was really good because I was expecting you to answer that way, and you actually answered that way. And organizations these days actually look for EQ employees who are high in EQ, and they actually fire and they actually hire EQ, the employees who are high in EQ. So for that reason, I like your interview performance, and it's 7.5 on 10.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
All right then. Sanjana? Yeah. So, Sanjana, for you, feedback would be about. See, is this your first interview, right? If I'm not wrong.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Sanjana, it was good. As a first timer, you gave your best shot. Maybe as a first timer, as I was telling for Sanjana as well as for Abhi, maybe it's a little hard. Generally, first time when you go, maybe that is what you both have felt it. So Sanjana, like as it was your first time, maybe that's why you just made here and there mistakes. So maybe you were a little bit scared and all, but don't worry. Okay, as a first time, you both did a good job. Abhi as well as Sanjana, you both did a good job. Others maybe had a little more extra practice, but the mere first time, if you guys are doing this much, and then with more practice, you will reach to the next advanced stage. Great. So what I want for you to do is about try to read a lot. Try to read a lot about your commerce subjects. Learn your basics properly, 11th and 12th grade. Along with that, learn about the course which you're going to apply. Second thing. Third thing, practice more meditation. Because when you practice meditation, your alertness will be increasing a lot. You will learn when to speak, when not to speak. How to speak, how not to speak, which points to speak, which points not to speak. Getting it? So you'll be listening to the question. Your listening capability itself will be improving a lot. And few couple of current affairs. Jo bhi it's being connected to your area of interest. Try it your area of industry. For example, if it's BCom course, about BCom industry, start reading a lot. About budget, I want all of you to read about budget. Okay. Now what I'm going to give now feedback to Sanjana, I want to apply for all of you guys. Micro presentation, how are you supposed to say? Very simple. When any micro presentation topic is given, listen carefully. This is a collective feedback for all of you. Start with an introduction. Okay? Start with an introduction, then go with the body, then go with the conclusion. Simply don't directly jump into the point. Not at all. Never possible. Okay? Start with an introduction. Tell about that concept very clearly. What is it? Okay? Very simple. When I'm giving you about pollution, what is pollution, you tell. Pollution is something which is being caused by different factors. It could be either through air or water or through soil, which can affect the environmental as a whole. I start with pollution. Okay. Then I'll be starting how pollution is affecting the country as a whole. If you observe, the air quality index is basically been increasing over the period of time, and the highest polluted places are Delhi, which is gradually affecting, which is leading to different kind of health hazard problems. If you observe, I broke down the definition. Then what did I do? I jumped into the point. I said how it is connected to my country now. Now, if I have been observed it from my own for example, how Akil and Mithilesh applied is about, sir, this is what I believe. Air pollution in my respective state is like this, and this is the solutions which I would like to propose. So you go with your introduction, conclusion at the last. Body may split like this: advantages, demerits, plus, minus, solutions, and to go with the conclusion. Simple as this. Clear? One nation, one election. Start with an introduction, start with the advantages, start with the demerits, what is the solution, conclusion. This should be a micro presentation. Even for your GD also, you can go with this particular thing. Group discussion. Clear? Now, coming to the next important point is with, yeah, sorry, Sanjana's, Bhavya, you want to give the feedback? Sanjana, you got 5 out of 10 from my side.
Actually, Sanjana, sir has covered everything, but I would just ask you to read on your subjects, like your basis for BCom from 11th and 12th, and know what you are going to study in your degree. Okay, so get a little knowledge about your subjects. Go through the university's website, read upon the course, vision, everything, and yeah, read on the subjects. That's it. Otherwise, it was good, and yeah, 5 from my side as well.
Sanjana and Abhishek, we
Thank
want
you.
to check your personally your self introduction. Send it to us. We work on self introduction. Send it to us. We both will correct it. Send it in the group. Now our master chef, Sai Kritish. Good. It was very good. Very good interview. I really enjoyed it. To be honest, I and Bhavya was enjoying. So the first, as soon as you were telling me this, I sent a message to Bhavya. Okay, Bhavya, let's note down this particular cooking recipe. We need to try it next time. So that was a good thing. You have a very good subject knowledge. I'm really proud of you. You will become a great chef. I bet you for it. So within the next few couple of years, the amount of
Thank you,
interest
sir.
and passion you have, you can become a great chef. I really bet you that you will become a great chef. And that's what I was just telling Bhavya also through the text. Good knowledge, good subject knowledge, good experience in everything. I think you had the proper, one biggest USP is about you are in the proper mindset to take the course, right? So like I'm not comparing with others, but just want to tell, if from an overall framework, if you ask me, a person who knows everything about the course, I felt the ground reality, I think, was actually connecting to you. Good, I'm really happy with it. But yeah, one area which I really want to work on your English, little more extra stage. Start watching many English movies. Okay, start watching many English movies. Start watching many English news. Start reading English content a lot. Start talking to people only in English. Gradually, your English will become more master fluent. Getting it? So knowledge wise, you are great.
Yes, sir.
But keep on developing in that particular skill. And about Indian
Yes, sir.
food content, like Indian food, whatever special food, there are many food
Mm.
man which like Indian sweets, it has been contributed to the culture. Make a list of it and send it to us in the
Yes.
group. Not because we want to cook, but we
Yes,
want
sir.
to see that you're reading it across it once again. Okay. So again, you got yeah, you got 6.5. 6.5. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Bhavya, over to you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so Sai, actually, I loved your confidence. And one feedback is that your course, which is hotel management, requires excellent communication skills. Okay, so as Sir mentioned, you need to develop on that. So practice. If you're practicing daily, like if you're speaking with a timer or in front of mirror, I think that will do. That will bring the fluency and grasp because you already have the knowledge. So you'll be able to frame it when you practice. And yeah, 6 from my side.
Thank you.
Good job. So next we'll go to all our 3 law people. So that is Arundhati, Krishna, as well as Archita. So I'll give first a collective feedback, then I'll go with the individual level. I want all 3 of you. First thing, I hope all 3 of you are in my WhatsApp group of our law classes.
I'm not there, I guess.
Okay, text me after the class. I'll add you to our WhatsApp group. Join it. Okay. One thing, we are starting with the classes very soon. The second important thing is about learn the fundamental rights. Write it down, all of you. Fundamental rights, DPSP, preamble, Important landmark cases. Keshananda Bharati case, Minerva Mills case, Indra Soni case, Champakam Dorairajan case,
Sir, could you repeat the cases?
Champakam Dorairajan case. Fast. Quick, write quickly. If you don't learn now, in college it's going to be very hard. Huh. Champakam Dorairajan case, Vishaka guidelines, and then written till now. Learn few basics of tort, civil law, criminal law, CRPC, IPC, BNSS, BSS, BSA. Law Minister, for remaining all other people, learn the RBI, a favorite question of Christ. I'm not sure why they're asking that. Every year they used to ask it. That's a RBI governor question. 1. Finance Minister. Who is the finance minister of your state? All of you. Learn the important primordial ministers of our country. Primordial ministers means who? External Affairs. Yeah, External Affairs. Women and Child Development. IT. All of you. Methylation. Akil, you have to also focus on this for tomorrow. Okay? Akil, you're writing it down.
Yes, sir, I'm right there.
GDP, GNP, GDP versus GNP, all of you. Gross domestic product and gross national product. For the law people, learn the 3 recent laws, at least 10 laws you should be aware about it. Okay, all 3 of you. 10 laws, just make sure that you are aware about it. Start with this much. Gradually, your law basics will be improved. For all law people, why I'm giving this collective is about this is the basic of your law knowledge. If you don't read this, you won't be able to give the arguments. Very simple as this. Clear? This is one thing. And a few couple of other feedbacks I want to give it is about, law ka basics. Jo bhi you're telling it, if you are having a substantial strong knowledge in this particular points, jo bhi I've explained now, the topics I've given now, if you read a lot, you will be able to answer at least to most of the law topics. Okay. So Archita, starting from you, good. I'm really happy with your this one. You got 6+1. I was really happy. The mere thing that you might feel little sad, but you were not able to answer everything. But Joby questions you've answered, that was ultra pro. Good. You have a very strong knowledge of law. But read once again about important articles, laws, sections. Read and a few couple of things is about, as Bhavya said, it was about read about vision, mission, core values. It was mine and Bhavya's together feedback. I want to tell that. Read vision, mission, core values. You need to, and if you do not know something, all of you, don't show in your face that you have committed a crime. Tell that you do not know. I'm not aware about it, sir. I will read upon it. That means you're agreeing your mistake and you're willing to learn upon it. Clear? Okay. Archita, this is your feedback. 6+1. Good score. Don't worry. Your basics of law, you need to brush it up once again. Arundhati, you were
Yes.
good until I put in hypothetical question. So that was only one area where you got triggered. I'll tell you one biggest ever thing, okay? Arundhati, Krishna and Archita. Being a lawyer, you cannot tell which case you're going to choose. As per the Bar Council of you can choose as an advocate, but generally it says, as per the oath when you take, it says that even though if a rape victim comes, you have to defend him. So you cannot tell that you'll be taking only this case you can't take it. Okay. Arundhati, think logically. Guys, when I put this hypothetical question to Arundhati, it's a learning for all of you. What is it? She had to represent the fashion industry. If I was the advocate in the fashion industry, I would have said that, sir, I will ensure that this fashion industry pay the compensation for the losses they have done and also provide employment opportunities for these people. Think smart. Okay. Tell that I know for the fact my company has done wrong, but being representative for my company, I will ensure that the compensation has been provided. Provide employment opportunities for them. Do contract farming with them, these people, farmers. Think. You get these ideas by reading a lot, by doing lot of practice, lot of mocks. When you do again and again, your thinking capability will be increased. You will know when to speak, what not to speak, how not to speak. That's called a sharpening of your axe weapon technique. Okay, the sharpening of the axe is like an interview technique where you constantly feed the information again, again, again in your mind, and you do constant practice of mocks again and again. You will know how to answer a different way. Clear? Adunati, that is one thing. And do not use a word called as yeah in your interview. Do not use it. Everyone, it's a lesson for you. Use the word yes. Formal words.
Okay, sir.
And also, अगर आपको कुछ, if you're not understanding any question, after the interviewer finished the question, you started answering, then you're asking, sir, can you repeat the question? I forgot about it. So don't do that. Listen carefully. If you're not knowing, ask at the very first instant. That is important. कोई बात नहीं. But you did a good job. You scored 6 out of 10. That means you did a good job until your hypothetical question. But it was good, strong knowledge of law you have. Try to read a lot or try to discuss. I think, Arundhati, for you, personally, I would advise you not to read much, but to discuss with legal topics a lot. Discuss with people legal topics a lot. You will be improving a lot. And this applies to all the other people also. Okay, everyone, try to take a topic and discuss. That's why, like, try joining my classes also. Every evening 5 o'clock we are having that free classes. No, come join. I used to take classes, and sometime here and there we used to put this discussion forum. Well, come discuss. Even though your interview is getting over, I personally advise you guys to come and attend the class at 5 o'clock. Why? Because I'll be covering up all the basics one by one. So for yesterday, from past 2 to 3 days, I'm teaching economy properly. So tomorrow, if when budget is coming, you'll be able to analyze properly what am I telling, and we'll be having a discussion forum. Even though you're clearing your interview in Christ, just come and attend the classes. It's anyway free, right? Nothing much loss for you guys, right? Come attend the classes, learn the basics. Until your college starts, start learning the basics every day. And once your college starts also, like, it'll be very easy for you. You'll be getting a proper framework. So come whenever you're getting time, come attend the 5 o'clock classes. I'm not going to provide recording, but yeah, 5 to 6 you'll be getting a lot of understanding about the concepts. Now, Archita, this Krishna, Krishna, what you might have observed is about the first few questions which you asked was you were not able to answer. But I want to tell that the remaining questions, what and all you answered, was good. I really want to appreciate you. Good. You have a very good, strong lawyer mindset. I'm very sure that you'll become a great lawyer, to be honest. Strong, this one, you have a lot of confidence you had, a lot of clarity you showed. And one more thing, don't show so much hand movement. No, don't show like this. This is for father movement. No, father, like that, father was what I meant. But just more like minimal hand movement. That's enough. Okay. And sit in. Okay, now it's fine. Network was the only one thing which I've written for you. But for you, I really liked. I gave you 6 out of 10. So all 3 of you, except Archita, got 6 plus 1. But Arundhati and Gopala Krishna, you both got 6. And try not speaking a lot. Stick to the pointers. Krishna, speak only 2 questions which has been asked. So don't elaborate so much. And this applies to all of you guys. Don't speak so much because we have a lot of interviews. Not me. I and Bhavya, it's like we have no issues because you guys have paid for us. We are here to help you guys, but in your real interview, they will not have the patience to sit and listen to everyone, all Mahabharata and Ramayana. Speak to the points, speak on topics, and then go ahead. Bhavya, I gave my marking. You can, if you want, you can add on, and you can give your marks.
Yeah, so actually, Krishna, Archita, and Arundhati, sir has almost covered all the parts. I would just ask you to, like, Archita, I really liked your knowledge and the way you answered all the questions. Just read on the university's website, okay, what are the core values, mission, vision, and about your course, law as well. You can research on the few subjects that you are going to study in your first year. So you can expect a question from that as well. And for Krishna, I also liked your question. You answered really well, and sir has almost covered all